Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss about the pawn structure in chess, which is essential to know for intermediate and beginner level players that it might come in their games anytime in the future. And it's little bit advanced concept, and this structure of pawns is called as the Carlsbad structure. The Carlsbad structure, to show you first, it starts with the Queen's Gambit decline. The Carlsbad structure always starts with the Queen's Gambit decline, where white plays the d4 and black responds with d5, and then white responds with c4 and e6. And after the pawns are exchanged from c takes d5, e takes d5, and then e3 and c6 is played. This structure is known as the Carlsbad structure. How this structure got its name goes back to a long history. In when in 1923 there was a tournament held in Carlsbad, which is now present in Czech Republic, and its name has changed to Karlovy. And in this tournament, many great players played this Carlsbad structure, and this structure is extremely positional, but also very dynamic to play in nature. It has many ideas and many tactics and many follow throughs throughout the history of chess, and it's not like this positional structure of chess was invented in Carlsbad. It was there existing before, even in 1800s, but due to so many players, great players played in Carlsbad in that time in 1923, it became extremely popular. The whole structure of that Carlsbad became extremely popular during that period of time, and the most amount of research and development of this pawn structure, all the ideas and tactics and any kind of positional play that was developed about and around this pawn structure was during that time and after that time. So, what are the ideas usually in the Carlsbad structure? The Carlsbad structure gives a nice dynamic play to both black and white players. But black has little bit of less amount of ideas compared to white, as white always has the center pawns. So white most probably controls the game in the way of ideas, but it's not like that it's bad for black. The ideas which I'm going to show you for white, most prominent idea that white shows here is the minority attack. The minority attack starts with the move a3 and b4, and it goes on to destroy the pawn structure of black's uh, side. And why it is called as the minority attack, it is because two pawns are attacking three pawns of blacks. It's like a minority attacking the majority. And once the pawn structure of black is destroyed on this side, white can put its pieces on the c file and b file and attack these pawns as it likes. And it doesn't mean black can sit tight and see what white does. Black has to respond with like with intent and with quick response by playing the moves like a6 and b5 during the game in order to stop such kind of attacks. There is another kind of attack that white gets during such a structure, is that the f3 variation of the attack, where white uh, castles its king on the queen side and then goes for g4 h4, attacking black's king, which is usually castled on the king's side. And this kind of attack is very prominent as well. In such an attack, black has to respond as quickly as possible with the move b5 first. b5 first, and then followed by a5, and even sometimes b4, in order to drive away the knight on c3 and attack the white side where the white king is castled on the queen side. So this is extremely dynamic and very very interesting to play during such kind of structure. And yeah, we can see that white has a lot of attacking ideas, while black is not powerless. Black has to respond according to white's plans. Black cannot stay shut like, yeah, let white do whatever it wants, then I will see. No, chess doesn't work like that. You have to be extremely responsive towards what your opponent is doing. It's like if your opponent is hitting a ball into your court, you have to respond accordingly. You cannot respond however you want. If you stay defensive, your opponent will break through one or the other time. You have to also attack. You have to see your chances, and you have to break through in your own way. Black has to do the same thing. Obviously, black has to wait for what white is doing and respond accordingly. And black's plans are very very different from white's. Black, even though black has to wait, when the chances for black arises during the end of the of the attack, when for example when white is attacking through its minority attack on black, black has to develop its pieces in a particular way in order to stop the minority attack, and then place its knight here on the c4 square, which will be extremely good for black to handle. And second thing, during such a counter attack by black, when white's attack is stopped, that time black gets an opportunity to attack on the king side of white's, because all the white's pieces are completely dedicated towards the queen side attack, the minority attack of the black side. So that gives chances to black to respond accordingly. So this kind of things has to be taken care of by black, and it cannot be responded poorly during any game. Black has to be extremely fast while developing its pieces as well. There are many games I have played as well where white messed up badly by attacking blindly on the queen side, forgetting about that the defensive resources of what black can do. White has to be patient, and even black has to be patient during such situations. And if white or black takes any wrong decision or wrong step in the position, it can be punishable, and it can be harshly punishable by the other player accordingly. So you have to take care in such situations. So we will discuss about minority attack in a next video in more detail, and we'll also see some games how minority attack works and how can it also be stopped and countered by black as well. So this is one of the short videos which we were discussing many times in the video about the Carlsbad structure. Many great players have played in this structure. We can say names like uh, Jose Ro Capablanca to Richard Reti, and many great players have played in this structure and have their fun during playing such a structure. In the minority attack to even the attack, even the Botvinnik attack, which I showed you, the f3 and the g4 attacking idea by white. And this kind of attacks has to be responded well by black as well. So this is it for today, and I hope you had a good amount of information on the Carlsbad structure, which will help us understand more things on the Botvinnik attack and the minority attack by white, and the responses by black during the game in the future videos. Thank you.